What's up, guys? Welcome back to Codewars. I hope you are all doing well. Before we begin today's episode, let us quickly recap what we have learned in the previous one. In episode 5, we learned how C programs communicate with users through input and output. We discussed the printf function for displaying output, the scanf function for taking input, understood format specifiers, explored some commonly used escape sequences, and also looked at a few common mistakes that early beginners often make. If you haven't watched that episode yet, I highly recommend watching it first because today's topic builds on those concepts. Now, a quick question. Suppose I say 10 plus 20. The answer is 30, right? But have you ever wondered who actually performs this addition? It is not the numbers, it is the plus. Without it, the computer would simply see two separate numbers. So today we are going to learn about the symbols that make calculations actually possible in programming. These symbols are called operators. Consider this example. Here A and B are basically the operands, whereas this plus sign here is called the operator. Why? Because it is performing addition here. This complete statement here is called an expression. So remember these three terms. Operands are the values, operator is the symbol that performs any operation, and expression is the complete combination of operators and operands. C programming provides several types of operators. The most commonly used ones are arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment and decrement operators. In today's episode, we will understand all of these operators one by one with simple examples. Don't worry if this seems like a lot. Actually, each operator category is very easy to understand, and by the end of this episode, you will know when and how to use every one of them. Now, let us begin with the first category of operators, known as arithmetic operators. As the name suggests, these operators are used to perform mathematical calculations. There are five basic arithmetic operators in C: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Let us understand each one with an example. The addition operator is used to add two values. For example, I write int a equal 10 and then int b equal, for say, 30. Now the printf function percent %t, as they are integers, comma a plus b. Here you can see 40 is displayed on the screen as output. The subtraction operator subtracts one value from another. Let us run this program. The value displayed on the screen will be minus 20. As you can see, 10 minus 30 will result in minus 20. The multiplication operator multiplies two values. Now let us see the output here, as 10 multiplied by 30 is 300. The division operator divides one value by another. So 10 divided by 30 is 0. What I guess is many beginners would be expecting 0.33 and so on here. So why this is showing a 0 to us as an output? Because both variables I have declared here are integers. Only if I had used float here, the answer would be 0.33 and so on. When two integers are divided, C performs integer division, which means the decimal part is discarded. We will study this concept in more detail when we will learn typecasting. The modulus operator returns the remainder after division. So 10 divided by 30 returns the remainder 10. Now let us move on to another important category of operators called assignment operators. As the name suggests, these operators are used to assign values to variables. The most important and the basic assignment operator is basically the equal sign. For example, I say int age equal 21. It is used for assigning the values. Here, 21 is assigned to the variable age using the assignment operator. And I hope you can guess the data type here, which is int, of course. Besides the simple assignment operators, C also provides some compound assignment operators, which are these: add and assign, subtract and assign, multiply and assign, divide and assign, modulus and assign. Let us understand with examples. For say I write int x equal 10, then x add and assign for say 5, then the printf function %d comma x. Now basically here the statement x plus equal or add and assign 5 is exactly the same as writing x equal x plus 5. The only thing happening here is that combined assignment operators simply save us from writing extra code. Similarly, the other assignments would work too. The only difference would be in the signs used. Another important category of operators is called relational operators. Relational operators are used to compare two values. The result of every comparison is either true, represented by 1, or false, represented by 0. The six relational operators in C are these: equal to, not equal to, greater than, smaller than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Let us see some examples now. For say I write %d here, comma 10 equal to 10. Now let us see what the output will be. As you can see, 10 is really equal to 10. This means it is true. That is why it is returning 1 here. What if I write 10 not equal to 10 here? Let's see what it returns. Of course, as it is false, that is why it is returning 0 here. These operators are mainly used when making decisions in programs, especially with if statements, which we will learn in upcoming episodes. Then there are logical operators. Logical operators are basically used to combine two or more conditions. They are also commonly used with the if statements. There are three logical operators in C: the logical AND, the logical OR, and the logical NOT. Let us understand them one by one. The AND operator returns true only if both conditions are true. For example, take this statement. If I run it, the answer I will get is 1. Why? Because both conditions here are true. 10 is of course greater than 5 and 6 is of course greater than 3. What if I say if 1 is greater than 5 here? Here you can see 0 is returned, mean the first condition here is false. Since one condition is false, the entire expression becomes false. Next, there is the OR operator. It returns true only if at least one condition is true. Let us change it to OR operator and now run it. As you can see, the one condition here is true. That is why it is returning 1. What if I change this one to? Now, as both conditions are false, only then it is returning 0 here. Then there is the NOT operator. It simply reverses the result. If the condition is true, it becomes false. If it is false, it becomes true. For say I write here not 1 greater than 3. You can see it is returning 1 because 1 is greater than 3 is false and the NOT operator changes it to true. There are two more operators called increment and decrement operators. Increment operator basically increases the value of a variable by 1. For say I write int a equal 5 and then I say a plus plus. What it basically do will be incrementing this 5 by 1 value. Now let us run it. You can see 6 is displayed on the screen instead of 5. Similarly, the decrement operator decreases the value of a variable by 1. If I, instead of this plus plus write minus minus here, the output will be very different, which will be 4. These operators are very useful in loops, which we will study later in this course. Now it is your turn. Write a C program that declares two integer variables, perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. uses at least one assignment operator, one relational operator, and one logical operator. Try to understand the output of each statement instead of simply copying the code. That is all for today's episode. I hope you now have a clear understanding of the different types of operators in C programming and how they are used. In the next episode, we will begin learning about one of the most important concepts in C programming, decision making in C, using if else, and else if statements. These concepts will allow your programs to make decisions based on different conditions, making them much smarter and more interactive. So make sure you don't miss the next episode. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Codeverse so you never miss upcoming episodes in this complete C programming course. Also, I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments which operator did you find the easiest to understand and which one would you like me to explain in more detail. If you attempt today's assignment, feel free to share your solution or any questions in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, happy coding.